Hello, friends. So glad to be here. I am going to start with a story that illustrates the idea that I put out there in the note about this that vacations, mental health days, spa days are not the solution to your ongoing stress. Do they bring stress down in the short term? Yes. Are they long-term solutions for the stress? Like what I always say to people is that if this is calm and grounded and significant stressor, getting you cut off in traffic where you get that fight, flight, or freeze reaction, or I was at Molson Coors when the shooting happened. I was in a bicycle accident. I've been in car accidents. That's those really significant stressors. Most of us operate right about here. We're in this constant hum of stress, and vacations are not the solution. I'm going to tell you a story. When I worked at Harley Davidson, I was in a position for a period of time that I was actually quite good at, only I didn't have always the best behavior. Maybe somebody might call it, people would sometimes say that I would have personality conflicts with people, or I didn't have a great attitude. I mean, I had a great attitude, but I tended to be reactionary. I got defensive easily. I was short with people. I was always in a hurry. And so there was this buzz, this stressful buzz about what I was doing. I mean, I wasn't even as aware of it at the time, unfortunately. Um, But in the midst of all of that, in the midst of that role, I had a 2-week vacation to Hawaii. And I was there for a family wedding. I had a fabulous time. My daughter was, I think, 5 or 6 years old. And I think she was 6. And it was relaxing. It was fun. It was enjoyable. And when I got back, and not long after I got back, maybe a few weeks, a week or a few weeks, my manager sat me down and told me they were assigning me a coach. And it was because of the challenges that other people had with me and that I was creating with my attitude, with my reactionary behavior, with being short with people, being in a hurry. And I just remember my manager saying, I thought the vacation would change things. And I'm curious how many people do that. How many people think that, oh, if I could just get to the weekend, if I could just take a day off, if I could just do this. Those are not the solutions to long-term stress. That constant hum of stress is wearing you out. You're probably exhausted, but it's also taking a toll on you physically. It is taking a toll on your immune system, on your digestive system, on your nervous system, on your skin, on your joints, on your brain, on your ability to think strategically. It is impacting your creativity, your ability to be a creative problem solver, your ability to be calm under pressure, your ability to be compassionate to yourself and to others. And the list goes on. Because of a lot of this wearing out, the toll that stress is taking on our bodies, 70%. This is a study from literally last year. 70% of Americans are on at least one medication. 50% are on 2 or more medications. And I'm asking you, is that really how you want to live? Is your current pattern of stress, of overwhelm, of exhaustions, of burnout, is that really how you want to live? Because my guess is it is taking a toll on your health It is taking a toll on your relationships, and it's taking a toll on your long-term success in your business, and it's taking a toll on your longevity. How many people are we seeing nowadays who are dying of cancer, dying of diseases that really are because we have stressed our immune system to the max, to the point where cancers can grow and these diseases can manifest because we've worn our bodies out. We don't realize it, but we are. And what I want to do is give you a few tactics that you can use to start to bring that level of stress down. And I'm just going to give you a few. And then maybe in my email, if you want to sign up for my email, please just DM me and I will get you on the email list. But I'll go through a few more in my email this week as well. But one of them, first and foremost, the very first thing that I teach my clients is to actually begin to notice that feeling of stress. And I know that may sound weird, but I want to give you a particular way to do it because I think we've gotten too used to. We think this is normal. It is not. Just because it's common doesn't make it normal. And so I first want you to just notice where it is. I had it this morning and it was a pressure in my chest. I want you to think about what is the quality of your breath. What is your heart rate? Where's your heart rate at? Is it elevated? Is it kind of freaking out a little bit? Where is the feeling of stress in your body? Is it in your throat? Is it in your head? Is it in the back of your neck? Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your chest? Is it in your digestive system? And then really tune into that feeling wherever it is in your body. And really connect to it. Does it have a shape? Does it have a size? Is it very small and tight, or is it big and overwhelming? Does it have a color? If you had to give it a color, what color would it be? Does it have a density? Is it very dense, or is it more amorphous, just kind of, maybe even gaseous? Does it have a vibration? And if it has a vibration, is that vibration fast or slow? So that's the first tactic, is to just tune into the stress. Give yourself a few minutes to actually feel it. And oftentimes it will dissipate. The next one I'd like to offer is long, deep breaths. And, oftentimes that is not a long, deep breath. You want to just, and what I like to offer clients is to close your eyes if you can. And I'm standing, but you could do it standing or sitting in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. I love to take my shoes off when I do this, just to connect to the floor, or to at least have. I like having bare feet when I do it. So breathe in, long, deep breath through, and imagine the air coming through the top of your head. And then as you breathe out through the soles of your feet, and let whatever that stress is, wherever it is, imagine it just dissolving down into the earth. So take several long, deep breaths. This is a way that you can relieve that stress and bring yourself back into that parasympathetic nervous system. When we're in stress, we're on our sympathetic nervous system. Our sympathetic nervous system is triggered. That's our fight, flight, or freeze. And to bring us out of it, long, deep breaths can do it. Another one that's breath related, I was trained in this with the Kundalini yoga I've done in the past, and it is 1 minute breath. And this morning I did it and I haven't done it in a while. Physician heal thyself just said to me the other day, is that the 1 minute breath is you breathe in, you sit somewhere calm but erect, and you breathe in for 20 seconds, you hold for 20 seconds, and then you exhale for 20 seconds. Now, you may not be able to begin with that. I worked up to it over time. And then today when I did it, I could only do 10 seconds. When you're stressed, you're probably not going to do the 20, 20, 20. But whatever you do, even if you start with 5 seconds, you just do each equally. Inhale for 5 seconds, suspend the breath. It's different than holding the breath. Just think of it being suspended, and then exhale for 5 seconds. So inhale 5, suspend the breath for 5, exhale for 5, and work your way up 5, 7, 10, 15, 20. So that 1 minute breath can be a very good way to just bring that nervous system back into regulation. I'll share a few more in my email. Again, if you'd like to receive my emails, I share all sorts of different solutions and tactics to bringing that stress down so that your immune system can fight off whatever is going on. If you're on 1 or 2 or more medications, if you're having all these various skin issues, digestive issues, all these things, stress is a major risk factor for all of those. So tune in to these lives. DM me if you'd like to get the emails, and go enjoy your vacation. I'm not saying don't take a vacation. I'm not saying don't take a mental health day. Those are all wonderful. And you need tactics. You need processes to be able to recognize that stress in the moment and be able to bring it back to calm and grounded on a moment by moment basis. So if you're a successful leader and your stress level is in this constant hum, and I mainly work with female leaders, but men, I'm happy to work with you. If you would like to bring that stress level down to improve your health, to improve your relationships, to improve your work environment, please reach out, DM me, let's schedule a time to chat, and let's shift so that you have much better health, more engaged relationships, and more quality time with your loved ones. Have a great 4th of July for those of you in the US. And for the rest of you, have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you next week.